2, 3. Questo mercoledì, la sfida di Champions League tra Real Sociedad e Inter. Solo su Prime. La sfida di Champions League tra Real Sociedad.
Yes, hello everyone, welcome to NFTV. Apologies about the sound there. I was just doing the countdown because I just wanted to make sure that everything was working. Hotel Wi-Fi is always a little bit temperamental, but it looks like the Wi-Fi is good. Yes, I've got good Wi-Fi for a change. Hallelujah. I'm in Milan. And of course, I'm doing it the wrong way because I'm on reverse camera. I've got the Ferrari top on because Monza is literally around the corner from me. So I'll be safe in the knowledge with Carlos Sainz on the back. Of course, he won the Grand Prix at the weekend. I know you haven't tuned in for that. But I'm just going to run through the last 24 hours, which I've seen, experienced, and of course, later on, I'll head into Milan City Centre. I'm very excited by it. I can see some of your chats as well. This is kind of like a free-for-all. There's not loads of graphics. I haven't had the time to. Literally, all I am taking in to Milan today is one mobile, another mobile for a vlog, for the videos later, and that. I'm going very, very light because of the restrictions in the San Siro are incredibly tight. You're not allowed to take one of these. You can't even take a battery pack into the stadium, but we'll have to carry ID with us all the time. So, yeah, a bit of a carry on, but it's not ideal preparation, but have to make do with it. But with that as well. But that's what I'm taking it down to Milan. I'm going to show you around the hotel as well in a second, so stay tuned for that. And Justin has just become a member. Fantastic, Justin. You'll start seeing more and more videos. I'm going to do a members video out here. Sam is ever up early in the morning. Some things never change. He's out early because the kids work, so nice to see you, Sam. Jason, up the Champions League. Mags, Geordie, 2 for life. Good morning, Lee. Excited. Bet you are young, man. I bet you enjoy young, man. I can't even read, man, this morning. I haven't fully woke up yet. Are we going to get disqualified for being an hour late to a press conference yesterday? Laugh out loud. Mark says, let's go, Mags. No, we're not going to get disqualified. We'll probably get a little fine, a telling off. But look, Newcastle done the training before flying out to Milan. And Milan's weather was all over the place, shall I say. There was a storm around early evening as well. Harry is in the live chat. Morning from Copenhagen. Harry is coming to Milan. Just before we talk about who's in Milan and stuff like that. So, yeah, there was a storm yesterday, which meant Newcastle were flying around Switzerland for up to an hour, and they couldn't land as well. We will talk about Eddie's press card in a minute. But yeah, it was a bit mental for the lads. So yeah, I think they'll be all right, to be honest with you. But Harry is coming into Milan. Yeah, he's leading tight. Like he's gonna get into Milan. What time are you getting in? Harry comments. I think he's not getting to Milan till like 2 or 3. So he's leaving it tight. It is just over 10 a.m. local time here. Johnny and Chris, who's Carl's brother, have been in Milan for over 24 hours now, so they've seen all the canals, celebrations, and what have you. And I'm meeting up with them this afternoon. I need to go and get a plug because the 2 plugs that I brought don't even fit the hotel. So that's a good start, Lee. So the Italians use 3 different types of plugs, and the most common one I didn't get. So I'm going to go hunt for a plug later. Otherwise, there's no videos tonight. 12:45 kickoff says tended item. I think I pronounced that right. I could be living in Spain next week, so could go to Paris or Dortmund away games if I can. He's in the Philippines. Yeah, you know what? There's a lot of fans have come out with this weekend who have either, and then I shouldn't say this, some are in the home end, and some don't have tickets. Some just came over for the celebration. It's what we're all about. Lee, don't forget the under-19s play at 1 p.m. It's brilliant for them. Yes, the EuroLeague, they're playing at Milan under-19s. I looked into going into that, but it would be too tight. It'd be too tight for me, so I was tempted to go and watch Ben Dawson's side. But the time scales by the time it's finished 3 o'clock, and then I've got a short gap to find a plug, and yeah, I'll have to miss that one, unfortunately. But yeah, it's great for the under-19s. So my plane last night was interesting, put it that way. I flew from Manchester, and it was 3/4 full of Geordies from Manchester, believe it or not. And they were all buying the Moretti's, they were all on the wine, they were all on the booze last night. Obviously, I don't drink before flying because my mouth gets really dry, so I have loads of water. But yeah, they're in good spirits, and let's just say the cabin crew came on the radio, whatever you call it, the thing, and told us all the Toon fans off quite a few times, 3 or 4 times, threatened not to land, believe it or not, because we were too loud. We were singing Anthony Gordon songs. They were singing Tonali. Have you ever seen a Maccabee Milan? All of that. And look, there were some Italians on the plane, but majority of 3/4. It was good. It was good spirits. It was good fun. It's a big game. We haven't done it for 20 years, so a lot of fans are gonna be bouncing and in the mood for it as well. So that was good. I've seen a couple of people on the plane who I know from the away games as well. There was also Mr. Robinson, Steve Robinson, the pro boxer. He was on my flight as well. So yeah, it was eventful. Put it that way, but good, but good. And then when I got to Milan, I just jumped in an Uber. My hotel, which I'll show you around in a second, is only a excuse me, only a 10-minute drive from the airport. So I'm way out. I'm 24 miles out from the city centre and about 22 miles out from San Siro. So straight after this live, I'm going to get out and move myself into Milan. I'm getting the train, and so I'll be saving some videos for you for later to put out. Obviously, with the equipment that I do have, I can't recharge, so I'll have to be very selective, turn my devices all off. It's going to have to be managed today, but yeah, 10 system meaning yes, 10 at night. It's early in the morning. I don't normally wake up this early. We normally days off. Watching the football instead of the rugby. Yeah. Hiya, Jabba. You all right? So, shall we run the hotel? How? Let's see it. I'm just going to literally pick this up because we're unplugged. I will show you around the hotel. It's like cribs. Let's move around. Here's the bed. I've kind of made it. No bed testing on this channel. The decorations, it's very nice, very, very good. The door here, this isn't actually a door. This is actually, well, you can open it. Don't get me wrong, you can open it, but you can't get past it because the shutters at the bottom. But we do have a balcony, which I will show you. I bet you didn't think we were tuning in to cribs this morning. So if we look over here, this is where I've just been talking to you just there. I did have the telly on last night when it was every single channel was Italian. They had no international ones on, so I had the telly on. Over here, we've got some coffee machines. I haven't had a coffee yet. I think I'll skip it. We've got a fridge down here, getting on in there with some bottled water. I don't know if you can see that. Some bottled water in there as well. So they left that there, which was nice. And also left some croissants and everything. We've got a microwave cannon on, so canny. So we'll have a little look into the bathroom. Hello. And down here we've got the shower, which I've been in this morning, and the balcony. Now the internet connection might be a little bit. It'll test the internet here, but here's my balcony in this. Isn't this cute, eh? Isn't that cute? You have a date going on here, couldn't you? A balcony date. So there we go. So we'll have a look on the. What's going on inside. Let's have a look. There's the view. Can you now? Can you? Ooh, my nose is gone red already. Right, we're going back in. We'll go back in, everybody. So yeah, that's the B&B hairdryer there. That's no good for me. I've got any hair. So yes, there you go. Cribs on tour. Let's plug ourselves back in as well. So there we go. So that's the B&B. Lovely little garden section as well. So it's private. So it's like self-service. Get myself in to the building late last night as well. Prediction for 11 for the night. I think there'll be Miggy will come back in. I think he's going to need to help birthday boy Kieran Trippier out because their left side is really, really strong. I said this at the airport when I did the video. I think Isaac will come back in, and I think actually Tonali will go straight in. I think Tonali will start. I think Elliot Anderson will come out, and I think it'll be Sean, and I think it'll be Bruno. I think that'll be it. I think Jeff Hendrick will score against us. Yeah, he was linked to Milan, wasn't he? Bizarrely, for quite a long time. So, aye. So that's my predicted 11. Let me know what you think in the comments below as well. But in terms of the fans, have you ever seen a Maccabee Milan? You just got to look on social media, the fun that everybody that was having, yesterday was absolutely fantastic. So you need to invest in a new cap in the market. I've got loads of caps. I've got about 10 to 15. I'm not spending money on a cap because they'll probably say, oh, you can't bring that in, because they're very, very strict. And yeah, San Siro only has, what was it, 8 toilets. That'll be interesting. So there'll be a big queue. It's worse. It's worse than Burnley. Burnley have got one. If you ever been to Burnley away, they've got one toilet. That's it. They've got a makeshift tent outside. But yeah, the fans were singing the canal. Brilliant. You would have seen on. You've got to see if you haven't been on social media. It's all our Twitter that they're doing like all the tops off, singing loads of songs. They were doing slides in the rain. Obviously, there was a storm, as I say, yesterday as well. So absolutely, it was brilliant. It was absolutely fantastic to see. Johnny was amongst all of that. Johnny went to San Siro, had a look around. So I've got a little bit of time today, a gap of about 3 or 4 hours to have a little spy around Milan myself. It's quite a short turnaround for me. I'm literally flying back home tomorrow morning. I think Johnny's on my flight actually, so we've got the same flight back. So yeah, imagine the reaction if Tonali scores. I think you get a good reception, from when he warms up, and then if he starts, I think if he scores, I don't think he'll celebrate because he's obviously a Milan boy. He's obviously had his press conference late. Obviously the Eddie Howe. I'll touch upon Eddie Howe's press in a minute, but Tonali spoke as well in Italian, and he was saying that he found it hard to move. And let's be honest, he didn't really want to leave Milan. It's just it was too good of money to turn down for Milan. Obviously, they trade in euros, so it looks a bit more, doesn't it, in euros when you always see these figures darting about. But I don't think he'll celebrate. He's talked about like he's starting to settle now. He's obviously had help from the club as well, speaking the language and so on. So he'll be all right. I think he'll be fine. Adieri says, "Hi, how are you? Newcastle to start share trips: Lewis Hall, Livermento, Sean Longstaff, Sandro Tonali, Bruno Callum, and Alexander Isak." I think he'll go with experience, though. I think more so. I would love to see Lewis Hall, but I just don't think he'll go. I think he will go with Dan Burn. With this one, I don't think the back four will change. Tonali will be all right. It's Donnarumma. They will hear. Question: why did Johnny come out early? I think it's just because of the flights. I think Johnny. It was the day of the Brighton game. I was in my car. And Johnny just literally booked his flights up. That's why we're all not travelling together. Not that we didn't like each other, not that. Johnny booked his, and then I had to book mine 2 days later. I had to make sure that work allowed me to as well, because let's face it, this channel, everybody works on our channel. Other channels don't work, so it's easy for them. So I had mine all paid off. I had to prove that I had the flights all paid, so I've done that. I've got all my future flights paid. Just haven't got the hotels done. So yeah, that's why we're all flying at different times. Harry's coming later today. Morning, I can see a Sandro free kick goal. Yeah, morning Lawrence, morning Roger. I could barely sleep last night. I'm 32. I've never felt like this in a match day. 3-2 the tune. Come on. Get your predictions in. Why I hope we play well and agree. Just Tonali in for me. Will be interesting watching them more in advanced role. I'm going to love the high press, says to kind of phrase. So obviously I say it. Tonali spoke in the presser, and then so did Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe did as well, alongside Lee Marshall. I think Eddie Howe was. I'm trying to think of the word. Edgy, not edgy, but it wasn't his normal press conference because he was saying things like training at. Lee Ryder asked him a question, and he asked him about like training in a away stadium to take the stadium in, and Eddie Howe just turned around and said, "It's overrated. It's just a pitch." With the train on the pitch, with the train on the San Siro. I thought it was funny in one sense, but it's not really an Eddie Howe answer. So I think he's just a bit aggravated. That's the word I'll use. Aggravated with the travel because he likes to be settled. They should have been in a lot earlier, 2 hours earlier. The players would have relaxed at the hotel because they've already done the training back in Newcastle. So I think it's just a little bit edgy, aggravated. Some of the answers as well. Most obviously you had all the locals who'd cover the tune: Craig Hope, Lee Ryder, Keith Downey, Luke Edwards, Ian Dennis. The BBC was there. A couple of Italian journalists as well. Obviously the focus they wanted to ask was on Tonali. There was a Swedish journalist interestingly asking him about Alexander Isak. as well. But a short presser was only about 15, 16 minutes long. It's on YouTube if you haven't seen it. So Jabba goes on to say, do you think when we all win our do you think when we win all of our matches in the Champions League group stage that we'll get more respect from the pundits? I don't think we'll win every match, but I like the optimism. I think we'll get a draw tonight. I think Milan, they've got to bounce back from their own side. I mean, Pioli was questioned, why aren't you apologising to the Milan fans? Because that's an embarrassment. It's like us getting beat off Sunderland 5-1, although we've done it to them. It's very, very difficult to take, and your manager has to come under criticism. And they even brought Zlatan Ibrahimovic down for training just to see what's right, what's wrong, what he can point out as well. Obviously, he's been to Milan twice, recently retired as well. I hope we can call out all of ourselves into Newcastle tendonitis. And Roger says, excellent, Eddie Howe. Spies saw nothing on our training space and their space. That's a good point as well, because if he's doing training, they might get one or two heads up in the San Siro who's watching. That's a great point as well. That's another reason potentially doesn't want anybody seeing. And yeah, it's good. It's good. I can't wait for the night. I'm gonna go and do in the city centre. I need a plug, as I say, and then I'm going to head towards probably grab something to eat. Can't wait for the night. 2-1 win. Sees Johnny Boy. There he is. There he is, right there. So I'll be meeting Johnny and Chris later. I need a plug, as I say, and then I'm gonna go and see where they're at, and maybe go to the canal and sing some songs, get it recorded for you, put it out later on the night. And I did say it was a big thing for us because this is one of my dreams of mine to cover the Champions League. Obviously, I've been to Saudi and I've done like pre-season in America and what have you recently, but this is the Champions League. This is the elite competition that Newcastle United are competing in. And I did say it yesterday, and I'll say it again. Thank you to you all for the support the last 8 years that we've been doing this. 8 years. So it's fantastic that we're covering the Champions League, which is mental. Would have been nice to have the trophy against Manchester United, but this is not bad. Second place, is it? 1-0 win, says to kind of phrase Geordie. Milan, Sheffield United, not much difference there. Yeah, me and Johnny are down for that one. Sandra for the winner, says Paul. Jabba Dabba say matches are on Amazon Prime. But the Champions League ones, they're on TNT. Is that what you mean? Another 2-2. I'm going 2-1 to us. Rob says he's excited. I'm not. I'm in New Zealand. Got to get up early at 4 a.m. Can't wait to be told. Can't wait told boss what's up. 1-1 says Geordie Toon for life. So yeah, so I'm going down along there. No doubt I'll probably see one or two other recognisable faces. Adam P. You'll probably see Matt East down there already, Magpie channel as well. So maybe get them they have their say on their time over here so far as well. So we've also got we're going to be kept behind in the San Siro for quite a while. So we're going to try and get the match reaction at least recorded in there because we're going to be kept behind, and then everyone's going to panic and try and get back to the hotels. But we'll see, because I'm 24 miles out. I think we'll get the train back tonight. I've had a look. And yeah, videos, match reaction. I'm going to start the vlog. And then what else we've got? We've got the last word potentially as well. We don't know where we're going to do it yet because of lighting, because it's quite a big area, space around San Siro. If there's plenty of lighting, that should be fine, because literally it's just that I'm using the last word for. And as I say, that's for the vlog. That's turned off, and that's to basically get me to A to B, trains and what have you, and see where the lads are at. But stay tuned for later on tonight. Plenty to come. This is a big moment for all of us fans. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. We've seen people from New Zealand in the live chat. We've got people in Milan in the live chat. We've got people in Copenhagen in the live chat. So there's people on the way. There's people who are watching it on the telly. There's people in Milan. Wherever you are, enjoy tonight. That's what I will say. It doesn't matter whether you're proud as punch on your settee. It doesn't matter if you're in Milan. We're all Toon supporters. We all want this moment. This is our moment. We've waited 20 years. Enjoy it. Embrace it, because I will. Johnny's probably going to say, "Oh, Lee's going to cry tonight, aren't you?" Because he likes to say that, because I got emotional when we beat Spurs 1-0, because I didn't expect it. Joe Linton goal. But at least I didn't bang on about the cricket. But yeah, anyways, love yous and leave yous. Quick live one for yous this morning. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy it no matter what the result. Please smash that like if you're watching as well. If you're watching the rerun, hit that like for us as well. Comment below as well what you think we're going to get on tonight as well. Take care, everyone. Watch it as a day. Bye-bye.